What's up, everybody? This is Leon, and I am back for another video. I've been gone for a while, been going through some things. I got a new job, and I've been working on some things as far as that to get things straight there. But order is being restored to life, and everything is balancing out once again. So I come to you with a video. It's actually a special treat. As we all know, on June 24th, Microsoft put out a release that Windows 11 is coming, and it's coming soon. So I was able to acquire a copy, and we are going to take a look at that together. I know there's already been a lot of videos out on this, and there's been a lot of raving and talking, but I kind of wanted to make sure that that everything was legit and everything was good on it. I want to check a few things out before I started talking about it, and I've done that. I've looked at some things that us little people will probably be concerned about. There are things that gamers are concerned about and whatnot, but there are little things here and there that just us regular computer guys will be concerned about. I've looked at some of the things that we've gone over for Windows 10 tutorials to check out differences, and we'll probably be going over those on Windows 11. So without further ado, we're going to get started with this install and see what it looks like. Here we have the out-of-box install. It looks like Windows 10. It looks like any actually Microsoft operating system install, if you've ever installed Windows. Something new, they've got the Windows 11 logo here, which is a straight up box window. You're looking straight out the window instead of the little beveled look. That's nice, I guess. I don't know. I like it. I like simplicity, so that kind of hits a nice spot with me. Let's click next and keep moving through the install. You see here, this is the Windows 10 logo. I don't know if this is some kind of symbol or some kind of hint that Windows 11 will be kind of backwards compatible, but I'll talk about that a little bit here on in the next step. Here we're going to install now, and as usual, it's getting the setup started. We know the install takes a while. Now, I don't have a Windows key. I don't have a key for Windows 11, so I'm going to click I don't have a product key, and it's going to let us continue through with Pro. Now, I will say this. In my testing, when I installed Windows 10, I installed it on a computer that was not connected to the internet. I installed it on the computer that previously had Windows 10 Pro on it, and it upgraded it and activated Windows 11 based on the Windows 10 product key that I had on that computer. So it looks like we will be able to upgrade to Windows 11 for free if we have a Windows 10 product key already. That's just what it looks like. Like I said, this is a developer build. They may change some things. Okay, we're going to do the custom install. We're going to click next because this is a fresh install on a fresh computer. And naturally, this is the part that takes the longest. So we'll just let that roll. Yeah, so if you have any opinion about Windows 11, do you think they should be coming out with Windows 11? I mean, it doesn't matter. We got to deal with it regardless, because you know, once they announce that they're coming out with the next operating system of Windows, they're gonna end the life of another version. So yeah, what do you think about that? Leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. And don't forget to comment below as we go to let me know if there's anything about Windows 11 that you want to know in particular, and I will do a video on it. This is actually going pretty quick. It's installing pretty quick. There are some restrictions to Windows 11, like There are going to be some CPUs that aren't compatible with it. They got a bunch of specs. You can look on the Microsoft website for all that. I will leave a link in the description to all that information on there. I don't want to go through all that step by step because there are so many people out there that are doing that. And technically, I don't want to get into a bunch of jibber jabber about stuff that you may not want to know. So I'll just leave you the link and you'll be able to access that information if you haven't already. As you can see, it's getting ready with the new Windows 11 icon. That looks so pretty. Just to look straight through that window. I can't see anybody outside. It's just blue skies, but no rainbows. Just blue skies outside. I like a clear blue sky. How about you? And while we wait, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications for my next video. Yeah, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Just a moment. Hold on just a moment. It'll be just a moment. Ah, listen to that. Did you hear that? Bloom, bloom, bloom. And now we have the Windows 11 setup. At first glance, I noticed that it's a lot smoother looking. The edges aren't so hard on it. Look at this. The edges are nice and round here on the setup. We're gonna start setting this thing up. We're in the United States of America, the good old US of A. We're not gonna do any new keyboards. This is all the same as Windows 10. So if you've seen our Windows 10 setup video, then this is pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, I like the graphics and the look of it. The edges aren't so sharp. Okay, here's one thing. Whenever you set up Windows 11, it wants you to set up with a Microsoft account. So everything you do is gonna try to move you towards setting it up with a Microsoft account. Case in point, I'm clicking on personal account, and it wants you to put in your Microsoft account. Now you tell it, this is for work or school, and then yes, it's for work or school, but I need some options. Give me some sign-in options. And then you tell it you want to join a domain instead, and then it'll just ask you who's signing into this computer. Let's see. Let's pick a name. Let's just say, yeah, I just put my name in there. How about that? This is me. And of course, it's always going to tell you it'd be even better to use an online account. I'm not going to do a password right now. No sense in doing a password. All right. And I always click off of all this stuff. I always click off all this, find my device. Now, if you want to do insider type things with Microsoft, you're going to have that stuff on. So that's something helpful to know if you want to like get previous or early builds of Windows 10, or if you want to get early builds of Windows 11 when it comes out. You're going to have those turned on because Microsoft is going to want to check your data and see your data to know how your computer's reacting in certain situations. And this might take a few minutes. Some of this stuff I may be fast forwarding through so that you don't have to wait the few minutes that I'm waiting. As you can see, it has the new little graphic in the back. I like that, the little purple pulse and the bling bling. We're almost there. And there it is. Windows 11. I'm on a VM right now, so let's do some things. Let's get the VMware tools installed so that we can get a better look at this. They're not there yet. Hold on. It's gonna ask me at some point, you want to put in your VMware tools? let's just do it. I'm gonna install the VMware tools so that I can get some good action going here. I'm not gonna go through why I'm doing this. I can start VMware tutorials though, if that's something you like. If that's something you like, hit me up in the comments and let me know. It's restarting, as you can see. After I put in the VMware tools, it made my screen bigger. That's part of the reason why I wanted to put in my VMware tools. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's got a nice little satin curtain. Looks like satin. What is that? Velvet? No, it look more like satin. And here it is, the Windows 11 desktop. It's got the fancy, I know most of you have seen this before, but it's got the fancy flower on it. Ooh, somebody did some neat folding with a handkerchief. Ooh. And of course our Windows symbol here. Well, let's start off with the obvious. Our taskbar is in the middle. All this is available. So for those of us who like having millions of icons, all this is available for our taskbar, which is normal, but it centers it. What does that remind you of? It kind of reminds me of Mac OS. And I'm one of those people who don't really care for the functionality of the Mac OS, but I like the way it looks. So it looks like Microsoft was shooting for that a little bit. So we got our taskbar in the middle, and first off, we got our Windows icon, which is the start menu. Okay, let's take a look at that. And the start menu instantly starts off with all your apps. Now we remember Windows 10. In Windows 10, the apps all came up from a corner, and it had kind of tiles and all that. But this definitely looks more like the Mac OS. Let's see, it's got all apps here, and that's the classic look of scrolling down and everything's in a list. You can see that. What does it come with? Alarm clock, calendar, calculator, camera, all your basic stuff that normally comes with Windows. Because they're pushing Office 365 and OneDrive, of course. They got the new snip and sketch. I haven't tried that. We'll go through that later. And they still have the snipping tool, so I'm curious to work with the snip and sketch. I actually didn't do that in my testing. That's something I just realized just now. Let's go back. Of course, it's going to recommend us to get OneDrive, and we use OneDrive for work. It's wonderful. I love OneDrive. I really do like it a lot. Let's go here. This is our search bars. Now, this was actually in the bottom. This is in the bottom left here in Windows 10, and it looks exactly the same, but they decided to make it its own icon, which I can understand, because it kind of, when working with people, not many people knew that they can search things in that bar. They weren't really sure what it was for, and to their surprise, when I told them to just type stuff in there, they're like, "Oh, I never knew I could do that." And it's like, yeah, you can. Of course, it's going to give you the apps. You can look at everything, and it gives you your quick searches. You got your apps, and then you can just search documents or the web and a host of other things that you can search. Over here, you can give feedback to Microsoft, and there's some other options here. If you want to add a Microsoft account, that allows you to streamline your searches from computer to computer. You can add a work or school account. Once again, that has to do with adding a Microsoft 365 account. You can change your search settings and your indexing options. Once again, we'll go through all this in more detail later. Oops. But let's move to the next icon, the task view. Now, not many people knew about this icon either on Windows 10, but it was next to the Windows bar. I'll put screenshots or something up so that you can compare. As a matter of fact, no, it won't be there. Yeah, I'll put a screenshot up so you can compare. But this was a feature that was in Windows 10 as well, or that is in Windows 10 as well, but people didn't know about. Changing between desktops. So you can create different desktops and add desktops according to what you want to do. And you could have this one be your main desktop, and then you could have this one, desktop 2, be your be for research, and you just want to watch videos on and you just want to watch videos on desktop 3. I'm on desktop 3 right now. Or whatever you want to do. The sky's the limit. And to avoid confusion, you can right click and you can name these desktops whatever you want to. You want to watch just videos on this desktop, type in videos, and that way you know that this is where you're gonna have you're gonna watch all your life and doctrine YouTubes at on this desktop. Yeah. So yeah, that's a neat feature that I love, that I've been utilizing Windows 10 that not many people know about, and apparently Microsoft wants to put that in the forefront. This right here is widgets. Of course, you need a Microsoft account to see the widgets, so you have to sign in. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'm interested in seeing the widgets that are there. We'll take a deeper dive into those as well later on. File Explorer, still there, but look at it. It's got nice new icons. Look at the new icons. It's got a new desktop icon. Ooh, the new downloads icon. Ooh, look at all the new icons. They made them nice, pretty folders instead of having the folder. Like normally this folder would be flipped clockwise. They would flip it clockwise once, and then this part would be on the bottom, and I put up a screenshot. But yeah, it was turned weird. The folder, it didn't really look like a folder. It looked more like a memory, one of those micro SD chips, more than a folder. So now it looks like folders, and that's pretty cool. When you look deeper in there, let's go to our C drive, and you see the folders. They look better. They got kind of a little, almost 3D kind of look to them, but they're easier to look at for sure. I will say that they're much easier to look at. It seems like the focus of Windows 11 was making things much easier on the eyes, and it works for me. All right. Of course, they want you to use Microsoft Edge in the Microsoft Store, and rightfully so, because they are Microsoft. Okay. Let's look into the settings. Let's see if we can get there through typing through the search bar. Let's go to settings. We're going through the settings here, and as we can see, it has all of our normal settings. Like I said, I don't have a license, so it's not going to allow me to make any changes to the look, but there is a dark mode on here. There is all the good and nice themes that you love. They're all here, as you can see. Dark mode, they got the glow and all that good stuff. They are there, and like I said, if you upgrade from Windows 10, your license will carry over. If you have a home license, it will carry over to a Windows 11 home. If you have a Pro license, it will carry over to Windows 10 Pro or Windows 11 Pro. Once again, I'm gonna give a disclaimer that this is in the developer build, so they may make a change down the line, but I don't see that as a change that should be made, especially since you could upgrade from Windows 7 or Windows 8.1 to Windows 10 in the same way. So I don't see why they would change that. That wouldn't make sense. They've already taken away a whole host of computers based on processors that this will be compatible with. So one way or another, someone's gonna have to get a new computer. But if you've already built your own computer, as we've seen in our computer builds videos, our $400 build and other builds that are to come, then you probably already have a processor that's compatible. So you're one up on the game. But that's all I really want to go over right now. Like I said, in the future we'll be going over God mode. We'll be looking at the features in there. Yes, God mode is available, and I will tell you how to get there on Windows 11. We'll look at all the other tidbits and snippets and snips and sketches and all that stuff in Windows 11. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I will see you in the next one. Windows 11 is here.